Live life so that you create good vibes. The good vibes. Live life so that you radiate good vibes. The good vibes. Live life so that you generate good vibes. The good vibes. Live life so as to emanate good vibes. The good vibes. Spread the message of your life with good vibes. With good vibes. With good vibes. Welcome to the Good Vibes Podcast. Hey my friends, it's your host Tushar. I welcome you to this episode of the Good Vibes, where we embark our journey of evolved learning. Evolved learning is when we learn from all the people in our lives whom we meet and otherwise, and all the things and situations that we see and experience. In general, we learn from life. That's the speciality of an evolved learner. So get pumped up now to reclaim your life again and feel the good vibes. And today, we're going to be talking about the true wealth that we have. And I always had this thought when I was a young child. Even now, I have the same thought that I want to be a billionaire. I want to be like really, really rich with money and have lots of it, an abundance of it, so that I don't need to think twice before spending anything. That was my idea of a billionaire. And it was the same idea since till it changed recently. And how it changed, I am not very sure, but I have a new picture of a billionaire. And the good news is it doesn't involve you having money, because I realize that the majority of the things that we have don't have a price tag because they are invaluable. You can't put a price tag to certain things, and that encompasses 95% of our lives. Believe it or not, only 5% or less of our lives are governed by the physical money that we all feel we need to have. 95% of life is invaluable. You can't pay a price to it. Let me give you some more theory for this so that you get what I'm saying. Let's take wealth as an example. Now, wealth for many of us or most of us just refers to money. But I'm going to give you some more things that would come inside wealth. So inside wealth comes health. Health, number one. And if I were to ask you to put a price tag on the next 5 breaths, or the breath for this minute, you breathing? Can you feel your breath? Can you feel the air flow into your nose or into your mouth if you're breathing through your mouth or your nose? Can you feel that? Can you feel the exhale? How much would you pay for it? Yeah, answer me. Because there is no price tag for that breath. And because it is because of that breath that you get to breathe the next one. Do you know how when you have a stopwatch, and a pro stopwatch, not the ones on our phones, even the ones on our phone, when you stop it, it stops at even the milliseconds. And if you go to higher level stopwatches, they stop at nanoseconds, and it just keeps going down. So it's really, really precise on the time when it stops. And whether you like it or not, our life has a stopwatch hanging on it. I know. And it's going to stop one day. And you're not going to be granted a single breath more. That's a thought. a single breath more. So just feel your next breath. I'm giving you 5 seconds to feel your next breath. It's invaluable. You can't pay a price to it. And your whole life is made of these breaths, every moment of it. So if you look at it, you can't put a price tag to it. Did you get my point? Your whole life you're breathing. How much can you keep paying for breathing? It's impossible. I went to my father's office, which is the hospital, and I've seen people on ventilators. I've seen them in the worst state of health possible. And those people, some of them, just ask God for the mercy of one more day. I'll get my father to speak about it if he feels like, but that's the reality of life. You have health, you're a billionaire, you have your heart beating, you have your kidneys working, you have your whole body working. Even if just your eyes are working, you can see, you can listen to my voice. It's invaluable. Can you believe how invaluable it is? You can't pay a price to listening to my voice. How much can you pay? I mean, you're going to get exhausted with all those notes that you want to pay just to listen to a voice. It's invaluable. That's why 95% of life is made up of the same invaluable moments and sources. But we don't see it that way. That's why I'm changing your perspective right here, right now. It's health that gives you this invaluable source of richness that you always will have if you're grateful for. So thank your health today. Second thing would be sanity, a peace of mind. Think of all the people in the world and the troubles that they let them take away their sanity and peace of mind. Now, it's a real wealth, it's a real richness to have peace of mind. So if things around you are going good, if everything is peaceful, there are no fights, there's no turmoil, everything is at peace. I mean, of course, there are those small little spick and span, the small little fights that go, but overall, in a general overview, if you're sitting right now and you're able to sit with yourself, that is sanity. I mean, you may be searching for a higher level of one, but even what you have right now is invaluable. You can't put a price tag to it. You can't buy it. You can't buy it from anywhere. It's given to you. It's a source of richness which you will always have if you're grateful for it. So take a moment today and be grateful for your sanity, because that's made you so rich. The third is happiness. Happiness. Can you believe it? Those moments which last for sometimes maybe a few minutes to a few seconds, where you just feel ecstatic, where you feel the joy, where you feel your whole body trying to resonate with the happiness in your mind, on your face. That ever glow that you feel, that is invaluable. You can't pay a price to it. Go back to your happiest memory. Your happiest memory where you were maybe with a friend, or you were at a beach enjoying the waves, or you were at a movie hall and you enjoyed the movie a lot. I don't know, your recent happy moment or a really happy moment in the past. How much would you pay to see it again? How much would you pay to see it again? If it's your best moment of your life till now, you'd pay eternity to see it again, but it's not going to work. It's from a source, and that's a richness that is never going to fade away, because you have your memory. You can relive it 1,000 times in your mind, but if you were to live it for the first time again, you can't possibly buy it by any means. It's given to you. You're a, I mean, you can't even say billionaire because it's invaluable. You're an invaluable person. Do you see what I'm saying? If you've got to experience magic, if you've got to if you had the opportunity to experience the magic of happiness, of ecstasy, of love, then there's no price tag because you're already such a rich person. Now that's why I want you to take these factors into your wealth, because you're already really, really rich and you really don't need to worry about the money aspect, because money is going to flow in if you let these other things flow in. That's what I feel. Of course, I'm not earning now, so for those of you who think, how am I giving you money advice? I'm not earning now, but I know that this is going to work, and that's why I'm looking at how rich I am in all these other aspects. Let me give you one more. Last one. There, of course, this is an infinite list which you can keep adding on to and thinking about. Maybe it could be friends. I'm not describing all of them, but I'll describe one. It could be friends, family. Many people are unfortunate because they've not created a peaceful atmosphere or a peaceful family around them. So if you have that, you are a really, really, really rich person. Helpful and supporting family is something so many people crave for. You won't believe it. You need to meet such people to realize what you've been given. Be grateful for all these things. And I'm saying be grateful because, of course, gratefulness is the theme of my month. So you're going to be hearing me telling you to be grateful for all the other things. But you're a wealthy person. You need to get that right down in your brain that you are a wealthy person. And more criteria could be if you've got a chance to travel or experience new things. Maybe at a certain time you just had the opportunity to experience really, really new and fascinating things. That's real wealth. If you had the chance to make someone smile or pass on the happiness, invaluable. You can't put a price tag. You can't buy such things. The other day I just saw a sparrow, I think. Sparrow fly across the road while I was walking in the evening. And I felt that I can't repeat that moment. So that's got to be invaluable, because anything you can't buy is invaluable. And that's why 95% of the things in your life you can't buy. How much ever materialistic your world is or you feel it is, that's not the real world. The real world is about living. It's just about you. And it's about all you have within you. So if you look at that, it's not even a 95%, it's 100% of your life that is invaluable. You're already a really, really rich person. You just need to see it in another perspective. So, like I was saying, a sparrow flying across the road is an invaluable moment. Your day is an invaluable resource. And the last thing that I want to touch upon is yourself. I've been telling you that you are invaluable, that you have all these resources and sources that are giving you infinite wealth. But the last fact, the last resource or source you have is you. You are the source. I mean, I'm not able to explain this. Can you see my point? That you are the thing. You are that infinite source. You've come out of a zero probability. Zero. If you count the numbers, if you crunch the numbers, you can do anything in the world, but you can't create another you. I mean, just think of all the events of the world and whatever has happened around us that has shaped us. Can you pay a price for every one of those events? Can you pay a price for all the things that have shaped you up and made you what you are today? There's no way you can do that. That's why you're you. You're authentic. You have your voice. You have your say. You have your presence. Your presence is invaluable. So these are things I want you to think about today, because you need to realize how rich you are and stop worrying about the material benefits and products that you're waiting to buy. Because I said 95, but I think I'm changing it to 100. 100% of your life or wealth is already sorted out for you. You already have it. You are an invaluable person. You are a gemstone which can't be put. You can't put a price to any of such things, and that's why it makes you so rich. I mean, club that with anything. You see that you have an infinite bank account. You have an infinite balance in your bank account, and that's to show that you were sent here for something, because every one of us has an infinite bank or balance in our account. We need to realize that. And that was today's reminder. That was today's message. I hope you enjoy it and share this with someone around you, because you need to make people feel and see things in a different way sometimes to make them believe that they are really wealthy and rich. That was today's podcast, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll meet you again next time. Hey, my friends, did you enjoy this podcast? If you did, do rate and review it so that the people who come here know what you think about it. And if you feel someone in your life needs to hear this message, don't think twice about sharing it. Or if this inspires you to record one of your own podcasts, go ahead and spread the good vibes. Spread the message of your life with good vibes. With good vibes.